Okay. Oh, let's see. Hello, hello, hello. Kim and Sherilyn and Jen. My God, weren't we just together here like 2 days ago? I think we just were doing this 2 days ago. This is all new though. So tonight's going to be a whole lot more about just fun stuff, none all this business talk stuff. Except, I believe shipping has been resolved. It's taken days and days and days and days of long hours and a lot of redoing. But you should now be able to buy a special order kit and something else from the store and have two separate shipping dates. One will be the immediate ship things, and the other will be the 3 weeks from the factory. So that will keep those numbers more realistic. It'll give everybody a better idea of how quickly their things are going to be going out, because I do try to get them out the very next day if possible. Yeah, sometimes they get kicked the second day, but yesterday the order from, what was it, April 13th? It was the very first one that started after the pause was lifted. It just got here yesterday, which is way behind schedule, but it's been sitting in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, about 3 hours south since last Monday. It just wouldn't move. And so I filed a complaint with the post office, and they said that, well, they didn't say anything, but it just showed up on Monday this week, just yesterday. So, anyway, but I got those turned around today, and those were all already on their way to their new homes. And one of them is the Pride. So I can have one here that I needed to try it out because I hadn't had one of their printed canvases in a long time. So I got a factory printed canvas of the Pride kit, and then another special surprise. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's see. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 4. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Kind of like mine taking a week vacation during shipment. Oh my God. Yeah, exactly, Sherilyn. Exactly the same. There's something weird going on with shipping in the Northeast. I had two personal things that were coming from different parts of the world. One was resin stuff coming out of Massachusetts, and the other package was coming from Ohio. And I don't know what happened to them, but the resin stuff that was coming from Massachusetts usually goes to New Jersey, and then it jumps over into Pennsylvania, and then it's here like within 2 days. The same with the Ohio things. They would come into like Buffalo or Rochester, the western part of New York, and then zip over to Syracuse and then down to Binghamton the next day. So it would be, 2-3 days max. Things, I had a package from Ohio. It went to Buffalo, then to Rochester, which are both on the west part of the state, then to Syracuse. And instead of coming down here from Syracuse, which is always the pattern, it went to Albany, which is on the east side of the state. And then it went on towards Springfield, Massachusetts. I have no idea what was going on with that one. It was like a runner, like dogs that get out the gate, And so I filed a report, a missing mail report on that one. And that one showed up on Monday also. So everything showed up together. It's like, were you just testing me? Is that what it was? It's crazy. Yeah, crazy, crazy. We'll give it a few more minutes. Nobody needs to be present to win these because I have their email addresses. So I have the ability to get in touch with everybody. There are 15 on the wheel. 15. I thought that was pretty good because it was kind of last minute. What else? I guess once we're finished with the wheel, I've got some diamond painting stuff to show you. If anybody cares. But I'm just thrilled to get the shipping thing taken care of. Ever since I opened the store, it's been a pain. A total pain to do shipping. Not necessarily the shipping part, but getting the information out of the shipping system and into someone's hands so that it makes any sense. It just hasn't been that way. Hasn't been that way at all. Now, I hope it's done. I'm going to wait till like 8, probably 8:15. Anything you guys want to talk about while we wait? Oh, Kim, can I say something or do you want to? I won't say anything if you don't want me to. Okay, I won't. One thing that came up this week, the way that people sign up for the mailing list, whether it's a newsletter that I'm sending out or whether it's a notice of a sale or something, the only way the system will send you a mail or email is after you say, yes, go ahead and send me this stuff. It says, are you sure? So it sends you an are you sure email. And it was like, well, why is it doing it twice? And it's a double opt-in, of course. But the difference between the double opt-in and the single opt-in is like nothing. There's like zero difference between the two. And I said, why are we sending out an additional piece of email to people who are a little bit on email to begin with? And I hate it. So it's like, I don't want to send all those. So took those out. So if you sign up, check the little box at checkout that says, yes, you can send me messages and whatever, or newsletters and special offers. So those are going to be, there's at least one less of those now. And then I'm going to try to set up a customer bill of rights that says that, I won't send you email more than once every 4 to 6 weeks or something like that. And then stance on FOMO marketing, will not do it. I may get close to it sometimes, and someone needs to stop me if I do. So there are some positions that I want to make sure that the store is understood where I stand and where the store stands as far as how we treat our customers and how what the customers can expect in exchange for their trust. And most of it's just honesty. Honesty and honesty. No one has anything to ask. Has everybody gotten a chance to look through the new stuff? The new eye candy stuff, the unwrapped eye candy stuff. I know Kim and Sherilyn both helped me with the shipping test the other night. Everything was going so well. So well. And then I got aggressive and I broke it. So I've been trying to get it unbroken for the last 2 days now. Just about 5 o'clock. The Shopify Sidekick and I finally got the right combination. One of the pluses, the upsides, everybody's going to get free shipping. All the shipping is going to be free. I'm going to do that at least till the end of May. It has to be with special orders right now because of the way that it's kind of set up, which is perfectly fine with me. I don't mind giving free shipping out. It's difficult when every single order, whether it's $3 or $33, gets free shipping. That's when it becomes a problem. But I think if people continue to, the people are really good about trying to get to that free shipping level. So, oh, I can, Kim? Okay. All right. But everybody should be able to look forward to free shipping now through the end of May. It may have to stay depending upon the configuration. If I can get the system to work without it, it keeps the overhead a little bit lower. It puts a little bit less pressure on any kind of price increases if there are more surcharges from the post office because the cost of gas and fuel is so high. The surcharges are really bad because once they come in, they never go back, ever. Well, so everybody's going to get free shipping through the end of the month. So tell a friend. I wanted to share with you, and Kim said it's okay. Kim's husband passed away just yesterday. And she's so strong. She does so many good things for so many people. And it's hard to see someone hurting like that. But just wanted everyone to know that Kim is a really close friend, and she is a staunch supporter of the store. And I just wanted to let her know that on behalf of me, I guess, that I was very, very sorry to hear about it. And I know that she'll be fine. She can reach out anytime, and I'll do what I can to help. All right. So just a little bit of, if she's quiet, if you don't see her on her channel for a while, that's why. Perfectly understandable. I was going to try to get her to do a stand-up routine on this channel, but she's busy. Kim, big hugs, honey. Okay, we're almost at 8:15. I think that's enough. All right, so we've got 15 names with, 15 numbers on the wheel representing the names. Let's see what I can do about a screen share. Oh, I don't know. I didn't set these up for. Let me see how I can do this. Oh, here we go. This will work. So what we're going to be giving away are gift cards. Yay! This is the new gift card design, by the way. They do not expire. They're not redeemable for cash, and they are not reloadable. But they are gift cards. We're doing $25 gift cards tonight. There will be 5 $25 gift certificates. I mean, gift cards. I should be able to get those sent out tonight after the drawing or after the wheel spins. So that is what the plan for the evening is. And then let me see if I can get the other screen to change. Not that one. Oh, here we go. Has to stop and then has to restart. Okay. Whatever, boomer. Okay, now we'll come to the wheel. Da, 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 da. No, I don't want the entire. I only want the wheel window. All right. So let me get this tightened up a little. All right, so the numbers are all here on the side, running down the side there. Oh, you know what? There's a way to turn off the ads, and I don't remember what it is. No, I don't know. So what we'll do, I'm going to wish everybody good luck. I wish there were 15 to give away, but we're going to do 5. And then just as a kind of a reminder, with the It's Raining Men event starting on July 1st, the best possible date to order something for that event, if you're intending to order for the event, would be by Saturday night of this week. That gives a full cycle for the factory. That would account for any possible delays due to things sitting in Harrisburg for a week. But it's the best opportunity to make sure that everything is in before the 1st of July. The following week, the 17th, no, that's this week. The following week is the 24th. That one's going to be cutting it close, but I'll have 2 more shipments under our belt, I guess, to come up with better estimates. So the more shipments we can get coming and going, the more estimates we can fulfill, and then have an actual track record to work from. With the new factory, it's just, it's all just kind of starting fresh. All right, so we're going to start with the wheel. We're going to give away one $25 gift card right now. So here comes the very first. Oh, let's shuffle the numbers there. And one more time. That way there's no confusion. Okay, and here we go. 67337. 67337. We have a winner. Ah. Well, that's not helpful. Okay. Oh, actually, you know what? No, that's okay. I'll figure it out. So we're going to take 67337 off of the wheel. Can't win twice. I'm sorry. And then we're going to go with winner number 2. Ready? And go. Can you hear it? Tick, 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 tick. Oh, 86816. We have a winner. 86816. Congratulations. Enjoy your $12. Spend it wisely. Take that one off the wheel. We have 3 to go. Here we are. Oh, 84540. I don't know who that was that went. I don't know who that was. I don't think there's anybody in the house. 84540. We have a winner, and prize number 3 is gone. 2 left. And number 4. Four, 4, 2, 3, 1. 4, 4, 2, 3, 1. Congratulations. And now we have the 5th and the final of the evening. I think maybe I'll ask you guys a little bit later. I'm not going to throw the wheel away or do anything with it right now because we may use it in a minute. This is the 5th and final. Remove all instances. What are you talking about? All instances? Was it duplicated? 4, 4, 2, 3, 1. Okay. Okay. Last entry. Shuffle. Here we go. Spin, spin, spin. There was another 4, 4, 2, 3, 1 on there. 21872. 21872. Winner number 5. And just like that, $125 was given away. There was something important about that. So take them off the wheel. 4, 4, 2, 3, 1. That was the one that was already there. I'm going to take that one off. So there's still 11 numbers on the wheel. Well, that's okay. All right. So that pretty much ends the prize portion of tonight's event, or tonight's whatever this is. And 8:23. So from 8 o'clock until 8:15 roughly, we just talked, or I just talked, and you guys listened and got bored. And then we did the drawing, took what, 8 minutes or less, and we're done. Yay! So congratulations to the winners. I want everybody to, if you haven't registered for the It's Raining Men event, please do so, because the more people we can get registered early, the more people that I know are going to be participating, and I can kind of gauge where we're going with that. I guess marketing and promotion for it is going to kind of go into a little bit of an uptick here in the next week, and just some general store marketing now that shipping is kind of fixed and the factory orders have resumed and the eye candy is all new and the event is coming up. It's a really good time to go ahead and just kind of lift that up a little bit and get the word out about the store. Anybody that is able to share information about the store that wants to certainly can. And if there's any particular information someone needs, you can ask me about it. The review program, the Judge Me review system, has the ability to create referral points and referral discounts, very much like the rewards program has a reward as a discount and a bonus for referring people. You guys are leaving money on the table if you're not referring anyone. I mean, just one person. I know there was one person did it and suddenly said, "Oh my." And then 3 more came in like within the next week. So once you get a hang of it, it doesn't take much to get a friend to just try, because the prices are reasonable. And now that the shipping is pretty, it's going to be a little bit of an easier opportunity to get friends to refer, and you won't feel guilty about it. You don't feel like you're ripping them off by sending them somewhere else or sending them somewhere bad. All right, so think about referrals, and if you get an email from regarding a purchase, would you review it, please? The completed reviews are instrumental in getting the word out about the store, because not only do they show up on the store website, and it's so much more, I guess, more consistent when it's someone else saying what the product or what the services are like here at the store. And so that testimonial type factor helps other people decide to either try the store or just hang around a little while and then try it. So the more referrals, the more reviews that we have, the better. I was just able to import a couple of hundred reviews, not a couple hundred, a lot of reviews, 100 and I think a little over 100, 110 from Etsy, because they finally found a way to let the systems talk to each other. And so those were incorporated into the current tally. It's surpassed 220 5-star reviews. And that, in the period of 2 years, is nothing to sneeze at. I'm really, really pleased that everybody has found the store and the service to be beneficial and to be helpful. And I hope to do it for a long time more. So those 220 5-star reviews are now on the front page, because I thought, wow, I didn't realize it was that many. It's a little bit bragging, but it's also a good way to introduce people to. It's not this just because the store seems new. The store's not new. The store's been around for 2 years. The Etsy store is where it all started. So that's going on, and then so some advertising is going to start beginning as we go in through the It's Raining Men event. Then I guess we get into August and September, and we got to start looking at the new Halloween thing. And then Holidays with Friends is going to be back in December. So we still got more things coming up in the year and plenty of opportunity. There's going to be new releases in eye candy. Those I have plenty on the books to bring out periodically, and those will come out when it's time to refresh or to bring something new in. And the other artists are still putting things together and still making their works, and I'm still compiling and keeping them and hanging on to them and ready to go. So those will continue to be coming out. I'm still looking for artists. If anybody knows of anybody that is an artist that is working or would be interested in working with diamond painting art specifically, it's a little different from most art, but it can be done, and it can be done pretty well. Yeah, I'm open to it. Okay, so I'm open to artists and other types of work as well. So anybody wants to share anything with me? Anybody in the audience? My lovely friends? Do we need to do the reviews through the email, or can we just go through the website? Either way, it really doesn't matter. I don't think there's any downside to either one. I think it lists on the review how the review was provided, whether it was an email or whether it was in the store on a page. But that's the only difference that I know of. Oh, the all dust canvases. Oh my God. No, but they're on their way. I think I got the tracking or the confirmation email from FedEx today. Oh, am I still sharing screen? I can stop sharing that, huh? I'm going to check FedEx real quick because I think oh, I don't know who that is. Shipping. Okay. Oh no, that's not it. That's tomorrow. Okay, I don't know what that is then. But the shipment from the 3rd is the one that just got shipped. And because the time between the 3rd and the 10th was so close, they went ahead and put them all together. So everything is coming in one box. And included in that box is going to be, I didn't count the number, a bazillion new fairy dust colors, a whole bunch of new square Aurora Borealis colors. I did order in-stock copies of the all fairy dust kits. So there will be Crayona Dapples, there will be Wolf and Pups, and there will be some Franklins. So Franklin the Owl and Wolf and Pup and Crayona are going to be here. I want to say a week and a half, maybe. It'll be soon. Because once it ships, the timing goes pretty well as long as it doesn't get stuck in Harrisburg. So I think the new logistics company that the factory uses is coming in through the East Coast. And as long as they continue to come in through the East Coast, it's much, much faster. The last logistic company was bringing it in through the West Coast. Things were going into Southern California. And then they were getting on a UPS ground truck and driving all the way across on the ground. That was kind of it wasn't the best, but it was pretty reliable. Once it got to Chicago, I could usually count on 3 days and it would be here. So those shipments are going to probably, as long as they continue coming through New York City, through LaGuardia or JFK Airport out on Long Island, turnaround is going to be pretty quick. And, a flight is 1 day. With the time difference, it's like free. It's like, oh, it'll get here before it left. And then to get from there, depending upon the carrier, then it's usually 2 to 3 days and it's here. So we can kind of count on some of those being expedited once they start hitting the ground. It's just going to be a few days from that. So I'm looking forward to getting some of that data, getting it stashed and kept. Oh, I didn't update the, I got to update the calendar with this shipment that arrived yesterday. I was worried though, because the calendar does purge the events at some period of time after. I don't really have a way of doing anything other than just making sure I keep track of them in order to build the database, I guess, of shipping times. So that's kind of it. Thank you all very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you want to hang around and talk about diamond painting, I've got 2 over here to show you. Kind of like unboxings, but they're not in any boxes at all. Okay, so good night. And then I'll stop the video stream. Or edit the video stream when it's done, that this is going to be the end of the show. Because the other stuff I want to have as extra footage for additional videos that are going to be coming up. Okay. All right, bye. Don't leave, because I'm going to come right back. Okay. And I'm back. All right, so I mentioned on Sunday, but the thing about having cycles of kits that I make here. And one of the cycles that I'm going to start probably here this coming week is I'm going to take the snacks kits, the little small tiny ones. Those are going to come off the store, out of the store. And the squares practice kits are going to come out of the store. And the ones that will be replacing it are, well, all right, so everybody knows the Pride kit, right? So this is what the Pride kit looks like. 40 by 60. It's a good sized canvas. It really is a big canvas. The new factory has the ability to use larger rolls of the dust cover plastic. This is thicker. This is much thicker than it's ever been. The thickest ever, which is good. It's a little less crinkly. It's my understanding they're in single sheets and they're not going to be split anymore. That would be awesome. The margins have gotten a lot wider. I don't know if anybody noticed that, but they did start widening the margins right around the first of the year before we paused everything. So there's plenty of room on the margin for actually a full symbol key right here, and then the one on the left and the right. I think we only had one for a long time. I don't think we ever had 2 really. There's never enough room with the margin, so it's so small. So this is the Pride kit. Whoops. Let me see if I can see. I don't even know what I can't even see what I'm doing. This can get edited, right? Oh, there we go. If I put a light on it, it's just going to reflect this. You're not going to be able to see anything. Oh, that's much better. Bring it over here. It's just on a piece of cardboard, y'all. That's how high tech and fancy I am. The bulk of the, let's see, this is the sticker sheet. We've got 60 colors. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 specialties. AB, 3 ABs, 4 fairy dust. This is the drill packet. These are resin. I ordered it in resin square. Square resins. I don't know. They're just squares and resins seem to work out really well for me, and I like the way they fit. And the factory is doing a good job of keeping the quality up again. Haven't had drill issues in ages, it seems. So watch the next batch. They're going to come in with so much trash you can't even deal with it. But yeah, they've been much, and it's been staying there. With the increased colors in fairy dust, what's that? Oh, okay. There will probably be somewhere between 80 and 90 colors of fairy dust when all this kind of gets finished out. I'm trying to figure out a way to have them listed so that they're in a more user-friendly system. It may require that a separate programming type thing be performed in order to set it up. And then you would click on a few things and then choose your colors, and then it would send it over to the checkout with your list of colors and the how much they are and all that kind of stuff. So it was kind of like build your own bundle type of a thing. And that software, the software's not, that type of programming, I guess, is not cheap, but it's kind of a one-time thing. So I don't know, it might be worth it. So lots of fairy dust coming. Oh, so in this one, where's my cheat sheet? Oh, it did fall down. Okay, we have fairy dust. Oh, no, that's that one. Fairy dust 550. So the dark purples, those are probably going to be down here. Darker purples down here. In the stripe across the top, there should be purple or somewhere down here. 820, so the dark blue. That's probably some of this over here. One thing I kind of liked about it is that having all 6 of the colors down the side, you do get the full spectrum of colors in a kit, no matter which image color you choose for the main part. There's blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. There's a Pride event here in town locally that takes place every year on a Saturday in June. And I'm thinking about getting a set of all 6 to sell there, to make them available there. I don't know if they're going to buy them or not. It's kind of hard to sell diamond paintings when you're not dealing with a diamond painting audience, but they love the things. Last year they were very, very popular. With the cover minders were really popular. So this year there'll be those, and plus there'll be resin stuff this year. So there should be plenty of Pride themed swag that everybody will be happy with that. So the kit, I'm going to probably do some work on it, and then probably a series of videos about my take, what it's like, the good and the bad. I mean, already I can tell I'm not wild about where all the colors, the specialties are placed. When I originally asked for special placements, I wanted this top panel to be all specialties. Everything from crystals or metallics, I don't care what it is, but I wanted this whole top section to just be blinged, bling, 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 bling everywhere. Did happen. And some of it had to do with color choices or color options available at the time. And so we're a little bit limited there. So that I wasn't thrilled about. But I think overall, I'm fine with the rendering. I signed off on it what, a week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Um, it doesn't have the detail that you would ordinarily see in a an artist rendition of a human, but it's also colorized, and so it's not even supposed to be a rendition of a human. It's just colorized. So there's a lot of I guess opportunity for creative. I want to say creative bastardization, but you can kind of wipe out or change a picture dramatically with color. And if you're doing that intentionally, then that's kind of what you get. You're going to get something different. So it's kind of weird. But just so that everybody can have a better idea of how big it is, this is a really big canvas. This is a 40 by 60. The 60 high, when I first started diamond painting, if anything was 50 centimeters, I thought that was huge. But 60s and 70s, I would have never thought of 60s or 70s. And this one is 70 and this one is 60. And then, I don't know, they're everywhere. So they're becoming much more commonplace to have the larger canvases. The canvas is the soft nylon or polyester canvas. The back is kind of like a tufted velvet. They call it a velvet canvas. The symbols are, from what I was able to look at, are fine. They're well printed on the canvas. The glue is good. I'll probably get rid of the cover sheet, or at least half of it, because I want to use cover minders on it. Ha! I love that. So I'll probably have cover minders all over the edges. But I'm going to try to do this kind of as a work in progress, and then do some periodic updates, and then put together a video. I'm also going to do a video series on the sisters, because this is now kind of their 1 year anniversary on the wall. They've been up here for a year. They're probably getting tired of looking at me. Sorry, girls. So I'm going to try to do those types of things with the store, as well as just regular stuff. So a little more product-oriented stuff coming on the YouTube channel, and a little bit less just announcement and news things and chatting. So I think that'll be helpful for everybody to get a better idea of what the store is and has, as opposed to just what I tell you that it is or has. So I'll try to explain and show and demonstrate a little bit more. And then the Pride 2026 canvas is available. I am going to change the price. I was revisiting it. It's like, wait, why is it so, it's a lot larger. I mean, it's a lot more than the regular eye candy kits, which are exactly the same size. They're 57. This one is 62. And then I remembered that I was trying to keep the price above the $50 threshold for free shipping. I don't have to do that now, because free shipping through the end of the month is going to be automatic for everybody. And so I think everybody's going to have free shipping through the end of the month. And I'm going to go ahead and lower the price. I'm going to bring the price of this kit back down to 57 so that it matches everything else. That's all based on the square centimeters that the factory charges for them. So the price is the same, whether it's this one or whether it's one of the eye candy kits or whether it's one of the wild animal kits. Everything that this size is kind of the same price. So that's why you'll see some consistent pricing from that standpoint. Newer ones are going to have some price increases. So the newer kits may have $1 or $2 more or less than the others. They don't usually go down, so it'll probably be more. I don't anticipate any big changes. There haven't been any indications that the new factory is going to cost more. It should reduce the overall cost by just increasing the capability and the the economies of scale. So this is going to be a work in progress. And then the other thing I was talking about is cycling the kits that I make here, because each one of the kits that I make can take anywhere from a couple of hours to a half of a day just to put it together. Because I have to weigh out the diamonds, I have to put the little stickers on the little bags, weigh out the diamonds, organize them, and then print the canvas, print the paper or the stickers and the other paper that goes with the kit, the inventory sheet and those types of things. Those all have to be printed, kind of as I go. Some of it can be done far in advance, like the diamonds. I can go ahead and get those done in advance. When I have an extra hour, I can do, a kit or 2 kits worth of diamonds and then have those ready to go. Then all I have to do is print out the paper stuff and the canvas. So that's what I'm trying to do, is give myself time to trying to be ready for anything until I have more help. So once I get some help, then I'll be able to, expand what it is that I can make on a regular basis. But right now it's going to be a couple of things at a time. So those couple of things. The one is already listed in the store. It is the Water Boy in the unwrapped section. That is a fairly, it's a smaller version of the full-size Water Boy image. And then this one is, you can see where the image is, right? This is the same image, or built from the same image that this is, which is also the eye candy piece called Serious Muscle. But he has a serious look on his face. He's got all the muscles. So this is the Serious Muscle guy. So I colorized him for the Pride kit. And then I had another effect that I put on him. It's called pop art. So he's got pop art. He got pop art, pop arted. I don't know, how would you say? So I applied a pop art filter to him. And so what was a tan guy. He's now orange and yellow. He's got bright colors in the background. There's bright reds along his face. So the colors are really good. They're really bright. There's 2 packets like this for this kit. It's about 40 colors. It's either 4 or 5 specialties. I just had that listed, and what did I do with that? Oh, I have more copies of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Fairy dust, 2, 3 fairy dust, 3 aurora borealis. There's a blue aurora. Which one that is? Oh, 37. No. Yeah, 3756. I gotta learn the YouTube thing, They make it look so easy, and it's just not. Kim. Aurora Borealis. 3856. 3756. 3756. I'll figure out how to do the camera thing at some point. Fairy dust colors are 445, so pale yellow, probably this one right here, over here. 3371, dark brown, so that's going to be in his hair. And there's a shadow, I guess, over on this shoulder. from the light. What is this symbol? S. S. Oh yeah, there's some right in here. There's some in his hair. Some down here. And what was the other fairy dust? 445, 3371, and 3805. So some of the reds are going to be fairy dust. That is an umbrella symbol. Oh, right here. That's 3805. So the background there. So I did try to make sure that I had the fairy dust in it as well as auroras. And all the kits are going to have fairy dust and auroras. And that's why I was playing with the concept of, can I do an all fairy dust kit? And then I asked the factory about it. Can you do an all fairy dust kit? Because you've got all of these colors now. And it's like, yeah, we can. For real. And then it's like, okay, let's put this in gear. And within, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours, I sent him over the 3 pictures that we had made into all fairy dust kits. He sent me back a rendering, and I said, go ahead, let's make them. And then I ordered like 5 or 6 Crayonas. I think 4 each of the wolf and pup and the owl. So there's 4, 8, 6, 14. So I have 14 copies of the all fairy dust kits coming in. If anyone wants to order one early, I'll just have one of those set aside for you. And so when they come in, you don't have to wait 3 more weeks to order it. You just have to wait till they come in because they're already on their way. So those can be, I guess that would be a technical pre-order or pre-arrival. So those will be coming in soon. I was so excited to see them. One of them is going to be for me. I don't know which one yet, but one of them is for me because I'm selfish on some of these things, not many. So the kits that I make here, these are all acrylic squares. Acrylics, they're the workhorse of square drills because they've been around a while. They've been around longer than resin, obviously. Not quite as long as rounds. Oh my God, they just got, okay, there we go. All right, I'm gonna have to put these down before I lose them all. They've been around and they've been doing their job quietly, and then suddenly resin comes along and that's the flavor of the day. And acrylic squares kind of get they don't know if they get a bad rap. They just kind of get, acrylic. They're actually, they fit together just as well as resin if they are well made. And all of the diamonds that I have are coming directly from the same factory that make all of the other kits for us. And they are first-rate drills from, the best makers. They're consistent in size. They're consistent in shape. They're consistent in sparkle. Even acrylics, compared to resin, a little bit less sparkly. They're still very sparkly. Let's see, where's some that we had. So my way of telling what drills are looking like, I'll take them in a little, and then I'll try to get them just kind of to line up. And then what you're looking for are straight lines. If the lines are fairly straight, you can't really tell because I can't hold it up far enough. And get them over against the rail. If the lines are straight, there are no gaps between the diamonds, then they're square and they're true. And then they'll be just fine going onto the kit or onto the canvas because they'll line up well. They're all consistent in size. So if the diamonds are consistent, I think any kit can be done with any diamond selection if the diamonds are consistent. And so all of the ones that I have are from single lot type, I guess, bags. I got a bunch last summer, drove over to Massachusetts to pick them up. But it's like, a kilo bag, and I'll do a show and tell with those. A kilo bag of diamonds is a lot. It's like 2 pounds worth of diamonds. And so those types of things are going to be made here locally. So the first series that's going to be coming out now, I guess for let's call it the spring summer, will be Pop Art Boy and Water Boy. So it'll be 2 boy canvases. Water Boy is an adult only mature audience canvas. So please be responsible. And then this one is pretty much a G-rated, everybody audience. I am going to be giving some of these out. And actually, if anybody wants to volunteer, if anybody would like one, either this or the Water Boy, I do have, let's see, I did 1 set for this. I have 2 more sets of this. And then I have 2 sets of Water Boy that are, they can go out within, I don't know, 2 or 3 days. I have to finish putting the diamonds together for Water Boy, but this one is ready to go. I just have to print the canvas. So if anybody would like to volunteer to be a guinea pig and do one of these, they're this size. I printed this one on 11 by 17 instead of the 13 by 19, which is the largest that I can do. That'll hold up close to a 30 by 40. This one is 26 by 40, and it fits on an 11 by 17. There's not a whole lot of leftover, or whole lot of room, because there's the edge of the canvas right here. So it's just like one thing of masking tape wide, but it's perfectly fine. And if you have your key or your symbol chart, and I always give extra pieces of paper, so you're always going to get extra copies of it. I could just tape this on the side or put a cover minder around it, hold it up there. I don't miss it. And I think it'll be easier to find frames for them. 11 by 17 is a more universal size than some of the weird metric sizes that the American market isn't used to. So it could be a good alternative to have it done on 11 by 17. And so that's what I would like to do, is have somebody that wants to try it let me know. I want their feedback on the 11 by 17 size compared to a larger 30 by 40, because that would be the difference. You get the same basic image size, almost identical to the 30 by 40 image size. The canvas is a little bit smaller, saves a little bit of money, keeps the price down. These are going to probably, what did I say they're going to retail at? Didn't we decide, or someone told me what I had it priced at? Does anybody remember what the price of Water Boy is? Because Water Boy and this one are going to be the same price because they're the same size. I might as well do the same as the factory pricing, all right? Oh, where is it? I want to say, yeah, 39. Was it 39? Because I may take that down to 34. I may be able to. Oh, but if we have free shipping, that's going to be a nightmare. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I think I wish it would just be 29. I really do. Come on. You guys, I've looked at this Shopify page, or this Shopify admin panel, for hours on end for what, 2 weeks now, getting the shipping stuff worked out. I had the worst migraine this afternoon I'd ever had because I've been just staring at the screen and staring at the screen and staring at the screen and then going back and forth from the shipping settings to the product listings to try and find where's the mismatch. It just took forever. Products should be near the front, so I'm going to go ahead and there he is. There's Waterboy. Mm-hmm. Oh, I set this up to have 8 or 10 available. There's now 8. You guys better hurry up because these are selling out. Or they're selling quickly. I'm really happy to see that too. Yep, so 2 already gone. Where? Huh. I was trying to see if I had any of the, I don't remember the breakdown of colors. Yeah, it's priced at 39. It'll probably go down to 34. I think I'm going to be able to do 34. If I'm doing the 11 by 17 canvases, I can do 34. If you guys, I mean, I understand what you're saying because I don't usually use that legend on the side either. I don't usually use that. It just kind of takes up space as far as I'm concerned. I always keep one. Where's the girls? I have the girls sheet somewhere. I just put it inside a plastic envelope type thing, and it's covered and it's protected, and I just have it always nearby if I can remember where to put it. So yeah, I don't use the one on canvas either, but I don't want to just kind of impose that on everybody. So if you guys are comfortable with it, if somebody wants to try them, I'll be happy to send some out and you guys can give it a test run. It's also a good way to look at the acrylic squares versus resin squares if you've done any of the resin kits lately. They're really, I'm very impressed with what I've been able to do. Like the Sisters, this is an all resin square kit, and I had a couple other smaller ones that I did some, just some dabbling with on the canvas, but I didn't really do the entire thing. But all of the ones that I make are going to be the acrylics simply because that's what I have. Resin is more expensive and it's newer and it's heavier. So there are going to be additional costs as far as shipping and I guess just keeping the stock up. But I will be going ahead and doing, I don't know where I'm going to put them, but I will at some point, probably as I get close to the end of the year, I should have a full set of rounds, a full set of squares, both in acrylics. All of the fairy dust that I can handle, all of the Aurora Borealis that I can handle in both round and square, and begin to work on a resin square inventory as well. So that would be 445 colors, square resin, round acrylic, square acrylic. So 3 times 445. But I did find the little jars that I usually use. I keep them in little storage jars over here on some shelves. Where are they? Oh, that's over here. These here's little 4-ounce jars. That'll hold about 75 grams. This is red the 154 color in crystals. But I found these jars for like cheap, like 9 cents a piece. So that will at least make it possible to have 3 full sets without breaking the bank. Because just the jars alone can kill you. So that's kind of where things are going with the diamonds here in the house, and what I'm doing to make things with them. Melissa from the Discord server paint-alongs on Friday nights, she mentioned something about a who's that? Uh-oh, what? I'm probably going to get somebody yelling at me probably. What'd I do? A kit that is they're small format, like 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper type size things, like the snack size, but maybe a little bit bigger. They're just like a geometric pattern, all done in grayscale, black and white, shades of gray. And then each one of them, each of the colors or the shades in the design are translated into some type of a symbol. So that if you want the darkest color, it's going to be symbol X. If you want the lightest color, it's going to be symbol C. And then everything else is in between. But they don't provide you the diamonds. They do sell diamonds, but they don't provide them with it. And it's pretty inexpensive. But if you have a stash of diamonds, then you'd be able to do them on your own without having to buy the diamonds. I was thinking about doing something similar. A friend of mine, out of the blue, and I didn't know he was doing it, created a series of 11 or 1,000. I think it's 1,001, just because he came up with that number. Geometric designs using a square grid, a square mosaic grid. And some of them were pretty cool. And so I was thinking I might take those and convert those into full-size grids for a diamond painting. And they would be all in squares, because the designs they look better in squares because they're vertical and horizontal lines, as opposed to angles that you would look better in rounds. And so those are, let's say they're possibly in development. So that would be another thing coming down as a a 2-3 month period of time. That would be kind of like a featured kits made here type thing. So I want to try to do that just simply to keep them fresh, and so that I don't get burned out on them, and you guys don't get burned out on them. You're probably tired of hearing about snacks. And you're probably going to get tired of hearing about the snacks with 3 X's too, but no, that is what it is. And so there's 2, 3 more of those coming. And then 2 more of these. So that would be 6, 3 unwrapped and 3 wrapped eye candies in the small format. So there'll be 6 of those at some point soon. And then those will be, I guess, rotated into the made here kit section on the store in that collection. So that's where you'll find them. Made here in upstate New York. Let's see, what else? Let me get you guys over here so I can see your chat screens. What else are we working on? Or what else do we have questions? That's bigger than I thought. That's what she said. Share. God. Yes. That's what she said. Can you just not sort them in DMC order? Well, see, that's the thing, Kim. When I don't know. I was looking at the color chart that I have, which is that I made in like an Excel spreadsheet. The colors are so random when you go from number to number to number. Yes, if they are in numerical order, DMC order, it's chaotic. It's just crazy. But they're easy to find because you know the numerical order. You know it's going to be halfway down or it's going to be whatever. The color groupings is the other possibility, and the others would be to pre-set collections so that there would be like the reds and the greens and the blues and the skin tones or something like that. And that way, those could adapt to the inventory so that if I start running low on one, then I can substitute in another one that's still a red, but it's, a different red than was in there previously. That's probably a little bit more flexible as far as putting together a package that has more of a value or more of a use to it in color families. That's a strong possibility. I've got to see what the technical capabilities are of having the software written that will actually give you an ability to kind of create your own bundle. I don't want, it doesn't have to be fancy, but I want to give you the ability to create your own bundle because I don't want to have to preset the bundles. Everybody has a different need. So I would like to avoid it if I can, but yeah, I'm probably leaning towards color families though. Color families, make your own bundle or pre-made bundles. That's kind of where I'm leaning. I just have to find out how much it's going to cost and how long it's going to take. Just options. Got to have something because the way it is just not working. And the acrylic squares that I have are just sitting there languishing. They're the same way. There's 10 colors per page and there's 11 pages. So there's scroll through numerically for those. Those are all just random colors mixed together. So those are those need the redo. The fairy dust is going to need the redo. The aurora borealises are going to need it. So there's 3 major diamond categories that have to have some better type of a system. There has to be a program or something that's already made for people that are trying to sell something that comes in lots of colors or a lot of sizes or lots of styles. One thing, but it has 29 bazillion of them or different varieties. And so that's the only thing that I would thinking of or could think of is like a paint store, or to try and find one of the cross-stitch thread companies and find their website and see how they do it. How do you present all these hundreds and hundreds of colors? So I got to look around and see what I can find. It hadn't been a priority. Now it's going to be because there's so much of it coming in, and it's going to be, it should be a big part of the store at some point. It's always one of my favorites because it's so much fun to just mess with them. I've got, well, aside from the thousands and thousands that have hit the floor over time, I have little trays. I just find them periodically. It's like, oh, that's right. I took that tray and I was just kind of, trying to see how many I could get onto some particular piece. I just mess with them all the time. It's fun. What is it? Is it 9:17? Has it been an hour? Yep. Okay, that's good. I should have enough footage on there showing these. I gotta start. I think I'll probably stay here and work on this for a little bit tonight. I want to try to get as much of it done as I can. Because they always look so much better when they're done and you can hold them across the room, see them better. The detail is not going to be outstanding simply because of the size difference. So what is it, 26? And then that's 40. I don't know what percentage that is, but it's not very much. So it's a very, very, very shrunken down version. Ooh, look how good those look. And that's acrylics. So don't let anybody tell you any different. Acrylics are not the stepchild drills the way people want to treat them. I'm all for budget friendly. And so if they're functional and they don't break the bank, all the more I like it. Right? It should be. I don't know. Some people have more money than they have sense. So, as I diamond paint, you guys can go on your merry way. If you come across anything that you think I need to know about, artists out there, ideas or thoughts that you have for kits or even kit packages, anything that you can think of or that comes to mind that you think might be interesting to the store or interesting to other diamond painters, let me know, because I always like that kind of feedback and that kind of input. It really helps. It can either start a brainstorm or it can result in a total mess. So I got to watch that one. All right. So I'm going to diamond paint for a little while I eat my Cheez-Its. That was my snack. And then I've got to get a little bit of wrap up, cleanup work after digging into the server for what seems like an eternity. And then I've got to start working on the ad copy and the layouts for the upcoming, or the scheduling of the upcoming promotional things that I'm going to try to do. The schedule for the videos that are going to be coming out and all the good stuff. Oh, plus diamond painting with the Pride event in June. Did you guys all sign up yet, or have you signed up, or are you already a member of that other group? Chris and Stacy's group is, I think it's linked on the Facebook page, the Facebook group page. And if anybody needs it, just let me know and I'll get it for them. All right. So yeah, the more people that participate, the better. Cross-post your progress in that group and our group, and I'll pick one of those kind of randomly to get a prize. Yep. Okay. So you guys take care. Thank you all for coming. Kim, honey, I'm so sorry, and well, I'm just sorry. All right, you guys take care. Be good, and keep diamond painting and doing whatever you do. I don't have a good closer yet. Somebody come up with a phrase for me. I need a phrase. Right? All right. So good night, everybody. Thanks for everything. You're very welcome. Night, Jen, Kim, Sherry Lynn. That's my three amigos there, I guess. Right? Not amigos. Three amigos. Those. No, never mind. Okay. Good night, everyone. See ya.